The chapter of the day is 1 Samuel 25. Abigail saves David. Now Samuel died. All Israel gathered to mourn for him. They buried him at Ramah. David then left and went down to the Meon wilderness. There was a man in Meon who did business in Carmel. He was a very important man and owned 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats. At the time, he was sharing his sheep in Carmel. The man's name was Nabal, and his wife's name was Abigail. She was an intelligent and attractive woman, but her husband was a hard man who did evil things. He was a celebrate. While in the wilderness, David heard that Nabal was shearing his sheep. David sent 10 servants, telling him, "Go up to Carmel. When you get to Nabal, greet him for me. Say this to him: Peace to you, your household, and all that is yours. I've heard that you are now sharing sheep. As you know, your shepherds will be with us in the wilderness. We didn't mistreat them. Moreover, the whole time they were there at Carmel, nothing of theirs went missing. Ask your servants. They will tell you the same. So please receive these young men favorably, because we come on this special day. Please give us whatever you have on hand to your servants and to your son David." When David's young men arrived, they said all this to Nabal on David's behalf. Then they waited, but Nabal answered David's servants, "Who is David? Who is Jesse's son? There are all sorts of slaves running away from their master these days. Why should I take my bread, my water, and my meat I butchered for my shearers and give it to the people who came from who knows where?" So David's young servants turned around and went back the way they came. When they arrived, they reported every word to David. Then David said to his soldiers, "All of you strap on your swords." So each of them strapped on their swords, and David did the same. Nearly 400 men went up with David. 200 remained back with the supplies. One of Nabal's soldiers told his wife Abigail, "David sent messengers from the wilderness to our great master, but he just yelled at them. But the men were very good to us. and didn't mistreat us. Nothing of ours went missing the whole time they were out with them in the fields. In fact, the whole time we were with them, watching our sheep, they were a productive wall around us, both day and night. Think about that and see what you can do, because trouble is coming for our master and his whole household. But he's a disciple, a disciplined person. No one can speak to him. Abigail quickly took 200 loaves of bread, 2 skins of wine, and 5 sheep ready for cooking, 5 shams of roasted grain, and 100 raisin cakes, and 200 fig cakes. She loaded all this on the donkeys and told her servants, "Go ahead of me. I'll be right behind you." But she didn't tell her husband, Nepal. As she was riding her donkey, going down the trail on the hillside, David and his soldiers appeared, descending toward her, and she met up with them. David had just been saying, "What a waste of time guarding all this man's stuff in the wilderness, so nothing of his went missing. He has repaid me evil instead of good. May God deal harshly with me, David. And worse still, if I leave alive even one single one who urinates on a wall belonging to him come morning." When Abigail saw David, she quickly got off her donkey and fell downward, face down before him. Bowing low to the ground, she fell at his feet and said, "Put the blame on me, my master, but please let me, your servant, speak to you." Directly, please listen to what your servant has to say. Please, my master, pay no attention to this despicable man, Nepal. He's exactly what his name says. His name means fool, and he is foolish. But I myself, your servant, didn't see the young men that you, my master, sent. I pledge, my master, as surely as the Lord lives, and as you live, that the Lord has held you back from bloodshed and taking vengeance into your own hands. But now let your enemies and those who seek to harm me, my master, be exactly like Nepal. Have those who here is a gift which your servant has brought to my master. Please let it be given to the young men who follow you, my master. Please forgive any offense by your servant. The Lord will definitely make an enduring dynasty of my master, because my master fights the Lord's battle, and nothing evil will be found in you throughout your lifetime. If someone chases after you and tries to kill you, my master, then your life will be bound up securely in the bundles of life by the Lord your God. But he will fling away your enemies' lives as from the porch of a sling. When your Lord has done for all my master all the good things he had promised you, and has installed you as Israel's leader. Don't let this be a blot or burden on my master's confidence that you shed blood needlessly, or that my master took vengeance in his own hands when the Lord has done good things for my master. Please remember your servant. David said to Abigail, bless the Lord, God of Israel, who sent you to meet me today, and bless you and your good judgment for preventing me from shedding blood and taking vengeance into my own hands. Otherwise, as surely as the Lord, God of Israel, lives, the one who kept me from hurting you, if you hadn't come quickly and met up with me, there wouldn't be a single one who urinates on the wall left come morning. Then David accepted everything she brought for him. Return home in peace, he told her. Be assured that I have heard your request and have agreed to it. When Abigail got back home to Nepal, he was throwing a party fit for a king in his house. Nepal was in a great mood and very drunk, so Abigail didn't tell him anything until daybreak. In the morning, when Nepal was sober, his wife told him everything. Nepal's heart fell inside him, and he became like a stone. About 10 days later, the Lord struck Nepal, and he died. When David heard Nabal was dead, he said, "Bless the Lord, who has rendered a verdict regarding Nabal's insult to me, and who kept me his servant evil down on his own head." Then David sent word to Abigail, saying that he would take her as his wife. When David's servants reached Abigail at Carmel, they said to her, "David has sent you so you can become his wife." She bowed low to the ground and said, "I am your servant, ready to serve," and washed the feet of my master's helpers. Then Abigail got up quickly and rode her donkey with five of her young women going with her. She followed David's messengers and became his wife. David also married Aram from Jeriz, so both of them were his wives. But Saul had given his daughter Michal, David's wife, to Patty, Leah's son, from Gallim. Thank you for listening to this chapter. God bless.